Hey, how's it going, guys? MrBossFTW here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be talking about the 10-year anniversary of an upcoming GTA game, what we can expect in Grand Theft Auto Online a whole lot soon, and what new content Rockstar plans to add going forward in the future. So our first question today comes from Trippy. He says, do you think GTA will ever add a sports team to the game? The Maze Bank Arena has no use. So there are fictional sports teams within the GTA 5 universe. You might have just missed them, but there's billboards and TV advertisements and stuff like that. However, you are right about the Maze Bank Arena. Other than the Fame or Shame mission, there's no use for it on the inside. Now, there was actually a cut interior for the Maze Bank Arena that was like a stunt park. So I'm not sure when Rockstar was going to add that. But it would have been really cool to go inside and launch cars off ramps or have monster truck derbies or do dirt bike showcases in there. That actually sounds like it's a ton of fun, but Rockstar completely cut that from the game. And obviously, as you know now, we've never seen anything like that in GTA 5 or Grand Theft Auto Online either. So it's safe to say I think the ship has sailed on the Maze Bank Arena actually getting something. But just know, once upon a time, there were major plans to turn that into a really cool sort of motocross off-road park. Sort of similar to what we saw in Vice City and San Andreas with like the Blood Ring bangers and stuff like that. Owlman Plays says, do you think Rockstar Games will add any more cars under $100,000? I am going to say no. I think the last time we got a vehicle, a DLC one, under $100,000, I think it was the Bikers update. I'm pretty sure there were some bikes in that update that were like $95,000 or something like that. But as far as regular cars go, I don't think so. I think the cheapest we're going to get going forward is kind of what we're seeing now in the Doomsday Heist DLC, where some of these cars are like $500,000, $345,000. So I definitely say for 2017, 2018 prices, what we're seeing now is cheap. I don't expect anything to be under $100,000. In fact, most vehicles that were originally added, like in 2013, aren't even under $100,000. So I'm going to say the answer to that is probably no. Very quickly, Tommy Baker says, what can we expect in GTA Online for Valentines update? So I made a full dedicated video to this, so I'm not going to talk long. The way the drip feeding works, there's not going to be a new DLC out. We're likely going to be getting the Vapid Hustler, which is a muscle car, sort of a very similar category of Valentine's vehicles we've gotten in the past. So that's what I expect Rockstar is going to ultimately end up doing. It's just going to be an event week with maybe some bonuses, discounts, and sales, and then obviously a new vehicle. And I'm predicting that that vehicle is going to be the Vapid Hustler. Ryan Deved is going all the way to a whole nother year. He says, do you think there's going to be any updates in 2019? Ryan, we're not even a month done with 2018 and you're focused on 2019. I really don't know. That's way too far in the future to look at. I think a lot will be determined by what Rockstar decide to do once Red Dead Redemption 2 is out. If they proceed like business as normal and they just do like, usual online updates, then yeah, I think that there will be updates in 2019. But if we definitely see a shift and a focus to Red Dead Redemption 2, I'd say there's a good chance that maybe there won't be an update in 2019. Like I said, it all depends on what they're going to do with Red Dead Redemption 2 and how they want to balance their team in terms of producing content. Yale Fisher says, do you prefer Grand Theft Auto 4 Remastered and Liberty City map expansion for a 10-year anniversary? So if I could have both, absolutely, I would take GTA 4 Remastered, and I would also take a Liberty City map expansion for Grand Theft Auto Online. Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards GTA 4 Remastered because as cool as it would to go to Liberty City and online, I think a totally redone version of GTA 4 that's like made for the Xbox One and made for the PC and PS4 would be really cool. But I can definitely see the benefits of both because it would be awesome to be able to play with your friends in Liberty City, especially in the online universe with all of our vehicles and whatnot. So yes, that would be incredibly cool. Both would be amazing. Hopefully I wouldn't have to choose between one or the other because that seriously sounds like such an exciting time. Dan Dillon says, do you expect a rocket boat if there's a sea base update? Yes, Dan. Lenny Avery's website is now closed for maintenance as Dynasty 8 Executives was before the release of Offices. Do you think this is a hint towards mansions? So that website you're referring to, Lenny Avery Real Estate, has been closed for maintenance since day one. Now, I do feel that if Rockstar actually do add mansions into the game, that they will use the Lenny Avery site but that is a big if. And obviously, Rockstar has to add the mansions in the game first before we can even consider talking about that. But the fact that it's closed for maintenance is not a hint. It's been closed since day one. Matthew Hodgkin says, do you think Yachts will get a cool feature so that they can do something more than just sit in the sea? You're not wrong about that. That's really all they do. Yes, I've stated that if you could sail on your yachts, that would be cool. Like, not necessarily you piloting it or boating it, but if it just sailed around the map, that'd be awesome. If it had the ability to host parties with fireworks, that would be pretty cool. If it had some exclusive features or Pegasus storage, that would be really nice as well. I think Rockstar just didn't add enough to the yachts to make them valuable enough for the price that they ultimately gave us. And I don't think that's their fault per se. Maybe we just expected more than they ultimately thought we would want out of them. But yes, they are pretty limited. Maybe it's because Rockstar wanted them to be properties just in the water, but I wish they were more dynamic living vessels. I feel like that would be way better in my opinion. Joseph Sipes says, do you think there will be any more businesses introduced? If so, what do you think they will be? So I do think there is going to be more businesses introduced in the game. I have two predictions. One business is going to be associated with like a sea or a naval base update. I'm not exactly sure what that would be. Honestly, my prediction is like Smuggler's Run, but water. So that's number one. And number two would be something involving the various nightlife establishments around Los Santos. So whether it's bars, restaurants, nightclubs, the ability to own that and then sort of protect your businesses, sort of what you did in the Ballad of Gay Tony. So that's one thing I think would be pretty cool. I definitely think there is going to be a new business though. That format and that model has worked really well for Rockstar. So it wouldn't shock me at all if they just honestly went back to doing that again as far as the next update goes. Moving on, our next question comes from Paul Mizzou, who says, do you think Rockstar will add a biker MC app to the in-game phone since we have the Securo app? So I feel like Rockstar has missed a lot of opportunities. Like, for example, being able to use the mobile operations center to do gun running stuff, or being able to launch the heist missions like the Doomsday Heist from the Avenger. I feel like they give us these really cool tools and then they limit us. And the same thing can sort of be said for the biker stuff. You have to go to your MC Clubhouse in order to unlock some of the stuff that you want to do. Why isn't there a way to do it from the phone or the interaction menu or your CEO office or whatever the case is? I just feel like you're slightly limited. So yes, that'd be pretty cool, but unless we get something like a Bikers 2.0 style DLC, I wouldn't imagine Rockstar adding something like that. That would just be kind of random for them to do. And the final question we're going to be looking at today comes from Callum, who says, do you know if there will be double money in RP with the Doomsday Heist? So FunMW2 found in the files that there is a tunable script to give the Doomsday Heist double money and RP. So honestly, it's just up to Rockstar if they want to flip that switch. So we have seen them do this in the past with the regular Heist update, like the 5 that came out in 2015. They actually did double money and RP on those. I don't remember when it was. It might have been over the summer or something like that. So I think there is a good chance that sometime down the line, we will be getting double money and RP Doomsday Heist, but I don't think it's going to be for a while, especially because that is the new thing. I think another DLC is going to have to come out first before Rockstar is ultimately going to introduce that. But anyways, that right there is all the questions that I'm going to be answering in this week's Q&A video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. As always, if you want to possibly be featured in the next one, all you got to do is go down in the description, follow me on Twitter, and use the hashtag AskBoss, and you might find yourself featured in the next one. Also, if you're not following me on Twitter, you should. I try and post informational things. I do a ton of shark card giveaways. So honestly, if you just want to follow me for that, you totally should, because I do them almost weekly. But like I said, that's all I've got for you guys in this one. If you did enjoy, be sure to drop it a thumbs up and subscribe if you guys are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Without the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.